All right. Different kind of a stream today. Almost ready. Got the Twitch chat over here. I'm not working on CircuitPython like I normally do. Today I am doing a more meta project for the stream. I'm trying to figure out how to make a Twitch bot, and I figured it would probably be best if I just make it with Python. I'm sure there's probably ready-made solutions for this where you can sign up online and kind of just define commands and stuff like that. But I think it'd be nice to have one that's in Python, because ultimately I want to be able to make commands that interface with CircuitPython stuff, which is what I typically work on. So I found this page today, and I'm kind of following instructions here. I'm going to have to be online, be able to send messages in the chat and see them come through to the bot anyway, so I figured I would just pop the stream on here and anybody can watch if you're interested. I do have to do some of this stuff, and I'll have to do it on the other screen. Hopefully I don't leak the token or anything here. Let's see. Request an OAuth code. So I already have an account. I think I'm just gonna try to use my own account to start with. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I think I'm gonna start by trying to use my own account. If we run into trouble, then maybe I'll make a separate account for it. If anybody happens to see this, and you know how folks generally set this up on Twitch, let me know. Curious. So when you stream on, I don't know why apps. Why is this a different? This feels like a third-party service. Apps.com. Is that part of Twitch? Services is an independent site. Do I need to use this? Just an OAuth code. This is having us install this Twitch.io. See if there's any instructions on that thing. Synchronous Twitch API. I suspect I'm likely gonna have trouble with that. I guess we could try it real fast here. So this is just mine. I should have closed this before, honestly, anyway. Actually, one second. I need to do something here. I'm gonna go here. Okay. Gotta close some stuff. I'm going to just go ahead and make a new environment for it. Honestly, a lot of times I like to run without environments. I know a lot of folks like making virtual environments, like one for each project and all that. I don't know. I find I have a better time usually just having my main Python installation and trying to use the same versions of stuff on everything. It's not always practical, and sometimes I end up with environments. But I don't know, that tends to be how I prefer to do it. I will make one for this though, just to kind of get an idea of actually what specific libraries it needs. Yeah. Thing I don't know. Oh, that's not right. Yeah. Gonna make its own folder. Yeah, okay, actually I want to delete all of that. Fine. I do kind of not want all this stuff just in the root. I kind of figured it was gonna make a directory, but it actually didn't. Why did it not either valid? Why is it invalid? Hmm. See, this is like the kind of stuff I don't want to mess with, right? I want to work on my project. I don't want to mess with the environment. This is a lot of the reason, honestly, that I don't use environments is like, when I try to set it up, it seems easy and I do it and then it's like invalid and I don't understand what that means or if it's going to cause trouble later. And the truth is I don't really want to work on that. I want to work on the actual thing I'm trying to do. Gonna be found. I mean, you created it. I don't know. Why could you not find it? Oh, okay. No, no, no. This is the wrong one. I see. I see. It's not actually inside the folder. Okay. Not too bad, I guess. We're there. There's that. Alright, that seemed to go fine. .7 plus, we're on 3.8. Okay. OAuth token is a token generator. See, there's another just random third-party thing. Why do we need to generate an OAuth token from some third-party thing and not from Twitch directly? I'm so weird. This page doesn't even look like it's gonna load. Alright, I'm gonna look at some stuff on this screen for a minute, because it's gonna be inside my Twitch account. I don't really, it doesn't make sense that we would generate a token through some third-party thing, though, to me. That's really how you have to do it? Can I not just get a token from Twitch? Twitch extensions, that's not really what I want, though, right? I don't think so. I mean, isn't this gonna share my token with this third party? I have no idea which one I need. Create a Twitch app. Register it as a chatbot. Don't lie either. Applications. Okay, here's this page. Register your application. Auth redirect URLs. No idea. It doesn't tell me what. Will receive the result of all client authorizations, either an access token or failure message. This must exactly match the redirect URI parameter passed to the authorization endpoint. When testing locally, you can set this to localhost. Maximum of 10 redirects. I guess I could set it to localhost. Request a client ID. I have no idea what to put for this. Oh, I mean, I guess I can put localhost. It's not gonna... Alright. Can't do this without two-factor. I don't want to use a phone number, though. So I have to use a phone number first. find my phone. Be back. Okay, two-factor. Displayed to users when authorizing your app. I mean, there's not really users. I don't know. Valid client name. Client name? None of these things are client name. Name? Why don't you put the rules there? Valid client name. Pretty useless error message, Twitch. Twitch. Register your application. Invalid client name. Yeah, I'm trying to use the name that matches, and the name happens to have the word Twitch in it, so maybe we should put the actual rules next to the form. That would be nice. So we can't... Okay, so let's... Can I do this? Yeah. I don't like this page very much. Get authorization 401. Invalid OAuth token. I need, like, better instructions. It says use a separate account. Glitch. Cloud infrastructure? Cloud infrastructure. This can be your Twitch account. Okay. This at least is, we're on the official docs, twitch.tv, and they're telling us to go to here. If I'm honest, it's kind of janky that they don't provide their own, truthfully, but at least, like, hopefully, presumably, they wouldn't link to it in the official docs if it was shady. So I do feel better about following this link from here and using it rather than like from here, which is just somebody's blog or whatever, right? Turns out it links to the same thing. But like they didn't bother to say anything about it or like who made it or anything, that it was separate or anything else. So this is good, I guess. Don't really want to use Node.js. Maybe once we do this stuff, it'll apply to this one. Alright, so let's do this, I guess. Yes. I mean, I'd rather it just have chat only, but it seemed to really let me. This is what this one told me to do. .env. Request a client ID. Okay. Why does this not copy? Copy. Paste. Alright, we got this doubled. Let's do that. Save. Close this. Okay, so we don't have a client ID yet. .py. This one doesn't really tell us much. Yeah, they just like skip right over the here we go. This is what we want. Okay. Log in using this. Select applications. Register, set the name. Set the OAuth redirect URLs to the callback URL that your app uses for authorizations. I have no idea what that is. This tells me I can use localhost. Set the OAuth redirect URLs to the callback URL that your app uses for authorizations. 401 code status invalid OAuth token. I don't even know if we're still streaming. Are we still streaming? It's like maybe. Just notice this logged me out. Like, because I turned on two-factor, but I authenticated after that. Alright, we are still streaming. Thank you, Cedar. So we're back to here. We have the chat. I don't know what to put this. This message here tells me, well, I mean, there's nothing private on this page. This is a dangerous game, but this thing tells me you can set this to localhost. Don't climb the windows, buddy. Please, let's not do this. But I tried create, and then it just tells me this. Let's try again. Oh, now nothing happens. That's a bummer. .401. This is logged out also. Okay. Post chatbot create. Okay. Okay. So this is set up now. Getting closer. I'm gonna close this. Please don't. I never did get I'm not a robot. Client ID. Okay. Okay. Got that saved. Client ID. Strikes me as odd there's no client password in there, or secret. Client secret. This page has a way for me to create a new secret. Doesn't seem use a secret. Like we do have Twitch IO, and OS is a built-in module, so we definitely have OS. Alright, we're gonna pretend like those just aren't red for now. Okay, main. So we can try to run it. In my token. Maybe this EMV thing doesn't actually work unless I'm specifically using pipenv. I don't really want to use because I don't want to learn another different virtual environment thing. Yeah. So what I'm going to do actually is refactor this. Oh, nope, didn't do that one right. Still didn't do that one right. There we go. Okay. Wish I understood why. Rename reference. Okay, they're there now. I didn't add them, but they're there now. Getting skeletons. Oh. Indexing. Okay, there we go. When in doubt, restart. Now we're gonna get this stuff from JSON. Okay, I'm gonna double check that I have all of these. Yeah. Missing one required positional argument token. Hmm. Okay. Maybe they just changed it from IRC token? There's a client secret. Honestly, none of the rest of this stuff exists though, right? Like there's no client ID. There's prefix. Initial channels. I guess that's there as well. There's no client ID. Huh. Alright, well it didn't crash. Let's see if we get the next step. Pick up bot. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna throw the show and tell on here in a bit. I'm gonna keep working on this while I watch. Greet you when it comes online. So does this go before main? Does it matter? Maybe it doesn't matter. Nick. Didn't get the whole copy. So the previous run finished. It said like complete or whatever it says. Maybe that's intended behavior, but we never did get event ready. Below bot object. This one doesn't have a client ID though. How could it not have a client ID? Okay, that's French for hello. Kind of swapped to the wrong language between windows. Name of a bird. That's neither here nor there. How's it going, Nerdoc? Alright, so this one did more. Event, okay, event ready. Got fired at least. Okay, so hello. Can we do hello command? We can do hello. Does one of you want to, if Seagrover or Nerdoc, does one of you want to try? Bang, hello, exclamation point, hello. Curious, I think right now there's no restriction, so I think anybody could run it. Which some commands will work that way, like I'll make a today command, or whatever, something that explains what we're doing maybe. Nice, thank you. Okay, so this one didn't work, but this one did. So that's so weird. I wonder, like, do I need a client ID? How does this, none of this has the client ID. And I didn't put the client ID when I generated this token using that other site. So how could it know what I'm connecting through? It's weird. So what was this? This had client ID separate. So if we pass that also, does it break or? Huh. No, it still works. Interesting. I wonder if that's like, maybe without this, it's like authorizing as a user, not an app or something? I don't know. This is all very weird. It does work though. So that's most of the battle, honestly. Let's see here. I'm going to stop the music. I'm going to throw up the show and tell. But I'm going to kind of keep working on this thing too. Let's see here. Ooh, is there a show and tell? There's a show and tell. Show and tell, there we go. Alright, there we go. That waiting, I'll pop out the Twitch chat, that way I can keep using this. You know what would be nice is if I could like dock this into PyCharm somehow. I don't think it lets me really just dock random extra windows. JP! Know where to go. Oh, I see. Okay. Looks like we can basically make new commands pretty easily. But I think I do want to kind of separate this out a bit. The mic, yeah. Noise gate is still working, so the show and tell sound doesn't come back through here, which is good. Oh, nice. It might be a fun stream one of these days. Add a component to Whippersnapper. That purple feather. I guess that's just an early prototype Oshpark board instead of mass produced or whatever. Oh, weird. Splash to the chat over the YouTube video. I've never seen that before. I wonder if that's a new thing. So open the file, read the stuff, close the file. Yeah, got the today command. Okay, so shout out. Lots of folks have a shout out. Well, I wonder. This one will be a little harder because I'll have to get the input that came from it, like arguments, basically. Message echo. Buddy, no. Got two perfectly good windows to look out of on the sides, plus the whole front window, plus all the other windows in the house, buddy. You don't need to climb to the top of the door. And message.echo. Oh, commands, that's a good idea. Or help, yeah. I think I'll do Actually, yeah, probably we should do both of those. And both of those could actually work without the inputs, so let's do those first. There aren't any default commands, as far as I can tell, at least. It seems like I have to create all of them. Guess we could try looking in here. Add command, get command, remove command. Asbestos gloves? Yikes. That's commands. Could try like event ready, print self commands. Oh, these ones came through. Interesting. Wonder if I can catch those and make like a generic error message. No, yeah, it only has the ones I decline. Not decline. All the ones I declare, rather. It doesn't have any built-in ones, it seems. So help would be basically what we could do though is we could use that commands property to generate the list. Yeah, that sounds nice. This was a dictionary. Previous content. New line. We want new lines? Maybe we don't want new lines. Let's do commas. New content. Building up the message. Oh, I'm totally doing this wrong, right? This should be... Oh, we're totally doing this wrong. Be this. Here. Message, and then current command. But also I'm actually gonna do another format. Command. Okay. Try this. Argument type of command is not iterable. Well, let's make sure this one is the problem. It is. Turn this off for now. Switch to F-string formatting. I should pick that up. I don't have a... I'm still stuck on format. F-string does seem super convenient though, honestly. When I see it in code, I do like the syntax for it. I just don't autopilot to it. I should work on that though, because that does seem pretty nice. So I don't know, it doesn't seem to want to let me loop for command in self commands. Man, so I did try keys. Maybe it doesn't like keys? Not a dictionary, I guess? Looks like a dictionary, but it's not technically? Okay, yeah, I guess it's not technically. Anyway, this did what we want, so that'll work. Coders, you have to be a patient person. That cube is pretty sweet looking. Maybe if we just don't do keys here. Oh, we don't need terminal. What? Maybe it... List commands? Maybe it's mad because this is also named commands? That seems to be the problem. I think it didn't like this having the same name. So we should change help also, actually. So help, run a command, send exclamation point command name, run list commands. I could just keep it as 1. I think I kind of like it as 2 though. We do have an extra comma. And I guess we have an extra comma space. Which there's probably a better way to take care of, but I'm gonna go with the kind of hacky way and just use a slice. Though I don't know the right slice. Apparently I do, actually. I got it right on the first try. Nice. So for shoutout, I think this one should be one that does only do me. Oh, nice. Haven't seen David on show and tell in a while. I think it's pretty late in his time zone. Where's context author name? You can basically do like if Alright, I gotta check one thing. Botnik. Oops. I don't have enough equals there. There we go. So if the command is coming from bot prefix, which in this case is me, eventually I could separate these out. If I do want to make another count, we could do that. Do we want to send something? Maybe we just don't. Maybe we just don't send? Whoa. Nice. Nice. Little insect boxes are a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Only exclamation point. Oh, bot prefix. Oh, no, no, no. Bot prefix. That's wrong. Hold on. Bot nick. Bot nick. Yeah, bot nick, not bot prefix. Prefix is the command prefix. Which I might actually switch to slash. I feel like slash is a more... When I think of commands, I think of slashes. Although I guess more people on Twitch might use exclamation points. Just probably keep it the same, I guess. There we go. Eventually we could have this check for like mod also, and then if there were mods, mods could run the command as well, but not regular users. SO placeholder, okay, so that worked. We need to figure out how to get the thing that comes after the command. Client reference. Events? Using the... I don't know what event we're using, actually. I guess we're not events, we're commands. Commands? But, there was no commands. Nice. Got some cool stuff on so. Oh, nice. Okay, so that worked correctly. But I need to figure out how to get the howdy part out of there. Did it print that part? Oh no, it's not printing anything. Let's try printing like everything we find on that object. It's getting passed to us. So what if we just do print context, all of it? That's not super helpful. Commands.context. Context. Message. Bot. Get user. And then we did what? How did we get it? We did like .author.name. Author.name. Doesn't really have a .author though. This one. This will tell us more what's actually on this object. Author bot, panel chatters, check bucket, check content, cog command, get user is valid, quargs message. Object. Content? Okay, there we go. So now we got the message. We can go... Let's go target user. Split on space. Get the second thing. Let's see, let's do it this way. Alright, we're gonna start it actually. Let's do it. Be the change we want to see, right? And too long. Okay. Now we should be able to go something like this. Now, does this link work? Yeah. Cool. Alright, so we got the shout out. We got help, we got list commands, we got today. It's a pretty good set to start with. Anything else we absolutely want? Maybe we should have like a CircuitPython command that kind of very, very, very briefly explains CircuitPython and links to circuitpython.org. That seems like a good idea. That way, if folks come in and they don't know what we're working on, we can just run that. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do that. Maybe we should make list commands not include the ones that only I can run? I don't know. We'll leave it for now. Too many people come and start trying to run it when they're not allowed to, then I can always change it later. Alright, so let's do another one of these ones. Show times. Show a timestamp. I mean, I think it could show a timestamp. Not sure what you mean though. Show times. That's a good one. We could put Saturday 10 a.m. Central at my normal time, and I guess we could list deep dive, but I suppose I would have to link to the Adafruit one. One of these days I'm going to try to figure out how to like start up my own Twitch and like raid Adafruit while I'm on that channel as well. That way you could actually watch it through mine also. I don't know that very many people will, but it'd be nice to have it like, I don't know what they call that, simulcast or whatever. Alright, let's see if this one works. Timestamp, would it just show like the current time? Is that what you're thinking, Cedar? Or do you mean like the current time in the video? The current time like in my recording? Is that how you're meaning that? Or just the current like time of day? Nice. Maybe Discord would be another good one. No, buddy, you don't need to be up there. Current recording time. That one's tougher. It's probably possible, but I would have to get it from OBS somehow. And I tried to do that at one point for the time stamper, actually, for running the meeting, and I did not end up having success hooking up to the OBS. Not really OBS API, but like I almost had to make like an OBS plugin or something in order to try it. Maybe I'll see if there's a separate just OBS API where I could hook up to it directly. That would be kind of nice. Well, it looks like that's coming through sometimes, maybe. Let me turn this down just a hair. I'm loving all of these display IO parsecs. I feel like we've been on a display IO parsec pair lately. It's pretty cool. Actually, maybe Twitch, I guess. Maybe there's a Twitch API command to do that. I think I'm going to list it in my own time zone, and then maybe UTC as well. So I'm going to put 4 p.m. Central. Hey, that's me. Can a command spawn a video bug message? I'm not sure what a video bug message is. Is that like the like an emoji thing inside Twitch? One of these kind of things, like this spinning thing? No, buddy. An on-screen message. Oh, I see. Like have it pop up something? Yeah, it must be possible somehow. But I don't... Buddy. It must be possible somehow, but I don't know how. Because I do know that I have set up the Streamlabs, I think is the thing that I set up. Streamlabs. It does the pop-up whenever whenever I get a new follower. And then there would be some for subscribers as well if I had subscribers turned on. So it's definitely possible, but I don't actually know for sure how that works. I think what it does is it renders like a... Honestly, I think it renders like an HTML object inside of OBS, but it sets the background to be transparent instead of like white, which is kind of what a default HTML page would be. Buddy, no. Can't get up there. I know, but you don't need to be up there. There's really nothing there, and you can see all the same stuff out of the other windows. Or PM Central US / Oh, but it changes. It's not the same. Oh, I hate time zones so much. It's not the same UTC time. See, I was going to put the UTC time, but half of the year it's going to be different. That's a bummer. I heard something about maybe we're gonna go away from daylight savings time. That would solve that for me. Sending a message command to OBS. Yeah, somehow it does. It has like an invisible web page that I think hooks up to a WebSocket, and then when the WebSocket gets a trigger, it causes it to spawn a visible thing for a few seconds, and also I think plays a jingle or something else. Um, but I don't recall. Let's take a look actually. Hopefully I won't dox anything too important here. Oh, yeah, that looks like it might be. Don't actually know though. Maybe not. I guess this would just allow you to put my chat overlays into your stream, which nobody would really want. Yeah, I guess that's not really that bad, truthfully. Yeah, so let's see. I don't really have a super easy way to just like hide it necessarily. I guess I could always just cancel. Well, I mean, it's already there now, truthfully. Let's do this. I'll just do this. But it has like custom CSS here, which is where it's getting the transparent background. So I could maybe, from this Python file where the bot is at, I could also spawn like a WebSocket server and an HTTP server that hosts a web page that connects to the WebSocket server and waits for messages to come in, and then when messages that are correct, like when the right triggers come in, it could then show something. I'll try to figure that out at some point, but I think it's probably too much for tonight. CatCam is a good idea. I need to get the CatCam set up still, truthfully. Although he doesn't hang out in one spot anymore, so it's tough. If I put one up, it's probably just going to be empty time. Right now, it would just be him trying to climb the windows over and over again if I put it on the windows. I guess the other thing I could do, I guess, is like from this Python file, I could spawn like a window that shows something, and it could just spawn on top of whatever I'm working on. I guess maybe that gets annoying if it keeps popping on top of me. I could put it in a corner or something and have it go away relatively quickly, though. That could be a possibility. I know, like Pillow, the Pillow library, I could generate an image, you know, maybe fill in a template or something, generate the image, and then I think there's like pillow.show or image.show or something, and it spawns a, I don't know, just the default image viewer or just a plain window that shows the image somehow. That we could probably do. Put it at a location and then just take it back away after a few seconds. That might be kind of cool. So I don't want to, yeah, I don't want to put UTC because it's going to be wrong half the year. I guess I could come back and change it. I'm going to forget to, though, truthfully. I mean, if I wanted to be super fancy, I guess I could have the Python code check if we're in daylight savings or not. Yeah, I guess I'll just stick to doing my time zone, 4 p.m. Central US on I should come up with a better name for the Saturday stream. I have a DST detector corrector helper for CircuitPython. Sounds interesting. 10 a.m. Central US. On this channel. I guess we'll put the... I don't know if these new lines will work. No. No new lines. It stripped them, which I find interesting. Which chat new lines? Markdown. Can't put Markdown in the chat though, can you? Nice. Thank you, Grover. How do I do a new line in Twitch chat? There's no way. Lame. What is this? Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Guess if is the spacing consistent? It's not though, right? Because it depends on the width. Yeah, I can just change the width. It is weird that screenshot showed line breaks, but maybe they just hard-coded spaces for the default width? Place 2 spaces at the end of a line. No, 2 spaces didn't make a difference. Weird that it strips the slash ends if they don't work. Yeah. Yeah, seems like it's not possible. Kind of weird. Okay, I think what we'll do is... What if we just send two things? Maybe we just don't do this. Send this one and then send the next one. It's not the best, but I guess it'll work. Yeah, I like that better than all-in-one. I mean, it's a bummer because it spams like 3 lines instead of 2, but not too bad, I guess. Discord is the other one I wanted to do. Oop. You know, it's funny, the other day I was working with this person who were setting up to do some work on our house, and he was asking me the company I worked for, and I totally autopiloted and told him ADAFRU.IT. I was trying to spell Adafruit. I was trying to tell him like Adafruit and then spell it for him to write it down. And when I spelled it, I just totally autopiloted to ADAFRU.IT/Discord. Oh. Discord. Ooh. Huh. I don't know what that was about. Alright, cool. Got Discord. I guess I'll also mention here... What's the chat called? The dashes between live and broadcast? Yeah. Typist curse, yeah. Oh. Twitch has tab completion, but I don't know how to make it know my commands. Interesting, because I start typing this and I do tab and it says no matches. I wonder if there's a way I could put my commands in there so that it has matches. Nice. Okay. So we got a Discord. I think this is a pretty good set to get started with. Some of the other stuff you asked about I think would be cool, being able to do the screen popovers and being able to do like the timestamp would be cool. Both of those are going to require more intricate setups though. I think it's going to need some other stuff in here. Maybe I'll do a quick search for like Python OBS API. OBS scripting, yeah, see, this is like making plugins for OBS, which I don't. I think maybe OBS starts its own WebSocket server. Maybe I can connect to that WebSocket server and get data out of it. This is like making plugin type things though, basically. I ended up not, I made one, but it was difficult to troubleshoot while I was developing, and I did not end up getting it to work anyway, so I wasn't doing something right. But you have to like create this and then go like load it as a plugin inside of OBS basically, which is, I couldn't figure out. I mean, I figured out the right way to do it, but I couldn't, once I got it in there and tried to run it, it wasn't running correctly. And then I couldn't figure out where to find the output to like see the error message basically. Yeah, I think they're cool ideas though. I definitely would like to do that longer term. You know what would be really, really cool is if I could make a timestamp command that would grab the current timestamp and save it into a file for me along with a description. So that way maybe I could do something like timestamp space and then like put a description like, you know, setting up token, and then if this would like save this into a file along with the timestamp, and then I could go back and paste that in the Discord at the end instead of trying to do like the Google Doc and have folks put timestamps in there. This would be really cool if I could get that set up, honestly. I'd be a lot more likely, I think, to save timestamps if I could do it through the chat, which I already have open. I like the overlay idea as well, truthfully, being able to pop something up. Because ultimately I don't have the overhead camera set up right now, but ultimately what I want is to also make some commands that interact with a CircuitPython device. So maybe I have like a matrix portal or a PyPortal, and then make a command that people can run and it will manipulate what is showing on the PyPortal or the matrix portal. And then it would be cool if it could splash the current feed that's looking at that device onto the screen for a few seconds. So like, you know, you run a command and it allows you to like scroll some text across the matrix portal and it shows it on the screen while it scrolls or something. We probably can't just have it fully open because people would type weird stuff in it, but something, I don't know. Maybe we don't let them put text, but I don't know, maybe we have a few preset texts or something and they can trigger it to scroll, but they can't enter their own text, and then maybe I could add new messages to it or something. Yeah. Yeah, if the audience could run that, that would also be super cool. I mean, one thing I could do is just like, I could have this, well, I assume at least I could have this Python script keep track of its time by itself. And then I could just start this at the same time as I turn the stream on. That's probably the easiest. Instead of trying to get that data specifically out of OBS, instead have this script keep track of time by itself. And then like maybe it's a second or two off or 3 or 4 or whatever, but it's close enough and it wouldn't require anything more. We wouldn't have to interface with OBS at all, which would make it a lot easier. I do like that idea. I don't think I'm gonna set it up right now, but that's probably how I will do it, I think, for starting with at least. This paper airplane thing is pretty crazy. Like a sensor inside of that print somehow? The accelerometer or something? Huh. Timestamp could simply show the actual local time, yeah. Well, I need it to be zero based. Like it starts counting at from 0 when I first run it, and then it just counts upwards from there. Because then if they're in that format, then YouTube will just like automatically convert them to links for me. I figured that out, which is nice. I'm pretty sure I could do that from inside here. Local time I could do as well. Local time would be fairly easy, but I think we need video time if we want to use them in the YouTube description and make them linkified. Whoa. All right, I think this is a pretty good start. I think I'm gonna call it for now. I got a good set of starter commands. I got the actual token and stuff set up. We can actually start using them, and we can always come back and add more as time goes on. I know how to run it. Basically just gonna open this and let it run inside PyCharm. Eventually maybe I'll put this on a server or something where it's just always running. That would make the timestamping a little bit harder using the count up technique I talked about. Could figure out something though. Maybe there could be like hashtag like bang start command or something, and that resets it to 0. Could always find a way. For now though, I think I'll just run it locally. I have a big enough computer, it's not really gonna matter. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Neardoc, if you're still around, thanks for hanging out as well. Anybody else who's watching, thank you. If you want to watch different type of content, CircuitPython stuff, you can find me on Friday evenings. It's evening in my time zone, but Friday 4 p.m. Central Time on the Adafruit channel for deep dives, where I'll be working on CircuitPython stuff, and then usually Saturday 10 a.m. Central, which is my time. I am also streaming on Twitch and YouTube working on CircuitPython stuff. So today was kind of the odd stream out. We're doing the Twitch bot setup. Normally I do CircuitPython related stuff, and that's what we'll be back to on the next couple streams. So I will catch you all then. Thanks for watching. Let's see, is Tammy on? I know Tammy, I think, streams on Wednesday nights sometimes too. If Tammy's on, I'll raid. No, it doesn't look like it, not right now. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just cut it off here. All right, thanks everybody.